So, hi. So, hey y'all. Uh, so tonight, I've created a new show, and it's going to be called "Hey, as we walk, every journey has meaning." Um, so tonight, I'm going first. Before inviting others to share their journeys, I wanted to open this space by. Sorry, I wrote it down so I didn't mess it up. Anyway, I'm messing it up. Okay. Before inviting others to share their journeys, I wanted to open the space by sharing part of my own. This show was created to be a safe, respectful, and judgment free space where real people can speak their truth in their own time, in their own words. This is not about labels. It's not about perfection. This is about humanity, healing, accountability, faith, struggle, growth, and hope. Negativity, ridicule, or demeaning comments will not be tolerated. Please enter the space with compassion, curiosity, and respect for yourself and for others. If my story resonates with you, know that you are not alone. If you're walking a hard path, your journey still has meaning. Thank you for being here. So, I'm going to start. uh, So, I'm staying in a shelter, in a homeless shelter. Many walks of life are here. It's called the Hope Center. They're supposed to be opening their doors for emergency purposes, I guess, for over the weekend because we're supposed to have this huge snowstorm. I don't know how that works, but yeah. So, I've been here since New Year's Eve. It's me and my daughter, and they're gonna help me get a place, and they're gonna help me get back on my feet. You know what I mean? Like this is just a stepping stone. Uh, and my idea was there's so many different types of people in here, and everybody has such an incredible story behind them, and they're such great people. They're going through something. So I thought it'd be pretty cool to get everybody's story. No judgment, just let everybody be heard. So I came up with a bunch of questions. There's like 20 questions, but I feel like how can I ask anybody else these questions if I won't ask them myself? Right? So that's my whole plan, and that's what this stream is actually about. So let's just get to it, I guess, right? Let's say hi. I'm not really gonna be focusing on the chat. Focusing on the chat. What is that? So I'm using StreamYards. It's been a while, y'all. Oh, I love you too. Thanks, Courtney. Yeah, so let's just get down to it, right? How would you describe yourself? Not your situation, just you. I'm a hard-headed, stubborn person, but I love hard. Yeah. I try to be empathetic. I try to listen to what people say and try to take it into account. I'm a mother. Above all else, I'm a mother. I guess I'll say just that for that. Where did you grow up and what was that like for you? I grew up in Ridley, Pennsylvania, Delco, Delco girl. My childhood was actually great. I had an amazing childhood. Let me get down to my parents' dynamics first. It's a little weird. Okay, so my parents, the ones I call mom and dad, they did not have kids. So they adopted my older brother. He was 9 years old when they adopted him. He couldn't live without a sister, so they adopted his older sister, who was 13 at the time. He had been through many struggles in life already. They were both foster care. They still had 3 siblings other than them, but they were already okay in place, I guess. But said he couldn't live without a sister, so my parents adopted both of them. But life went on. His sister got pregnant. She used to party a lot. She got pregnant with me. She had me. She never really had custody of me. I just went out with her on the weekends. So up until I was 5 years old, I would go with her on the weekends. And then she left me with my parents, but I got adopted. And that was the best thing that could have happened to me. I did have 2 little brothers after that by same mom. Don't know who my biological father is. That's okay, because my mom and dad were great. Yeah, my childhood was great. I lost my mom when I was in 8th grade, and my dad when I was 16. Been on my own ever since. Uh, but yeah, it was great. I didn't start going through my struggles until after my mom died. That's okay. What's something people usually get wrong about you? I don't know, not really. Um, I mean, they usually listen to what other people say about me, I guess. I guess that's what they do. Their perception of me is kind of off, maybe. I don't know. But, if you run into people, I guess, wherever you've been or whoever has come across me, then, I mean, it could go good or bad, I guess. I don't know. It all depends. Like, hmm, I don't know. That's a tricky one. I don't know. Maybe that I don't know. I'd have to ask you all that. I don't fucking know. Um, no, thanks that you're mean, but you're not. But I am mean to an extent. I mean, I try to tell the truth though. You know what I mean? Like whether the truth hurts or not, I still try to tell you the truth. Let's see. Looking back, what do you think shaped you the most? All of my struggles, every step in my life that I've taken so far has shaped me. I've tried to learn from every situation, everything that I've gone to. Right, you either live and you learn, or you don't, and you're just stuck. So yeah, I'm not want to get stuck. Mm. See, was there a moment in your life that changed everything? Yeah, there are a few of them. When I was younger, before my mom died, I was. I don't want to. I'm not sounding conceited. I'm not trying to boast or anything like that. But I was good at everything I did. Everything I did. Um, my sports. I was in sports. I was trying to figure out what I wanted to go to the Olympics for. I played the flute. I played piano, softball 3 teams, basketball 3 teams. Yeah, I did a lot. When my parents died, when my mom died, I stopped. I quit. I lost my drive to do anything and everything. It didn't matter. Doesn't matter when you lose your best friend. And then when I was 16, of course, my dad died, and then but I had already moved out. I was already on my own by then. But that was a major turning point in my life. I've had some other turning points in my life too, but you know what? That was substantial. And the only other one that I think was kind of substantial was my spiritual awakening day. But I don't think that that's for that question. All right, so let's go on. What did home mean to you growing up? Hmm. Let's see. I don't know. Um, what did home mean to me? I don't know. Being safe. I don't even know. I don't even know how to explain it. It just you felt okay. Like everything was okay, no matter what. It was okay. I felt safe. It was a place where my friends came over. My dad used to drive us everywhere. My dad was a blast, man. Crazy little guy. Hmm. What was the hardest lesson life taught you? Um, Let's see. What was the hardest lesson life taught you? Yo, putting on the spot, yo, it's hard as hell, right? Because I say all kinds of things. One of my hardest things is learning that you can't control what other people think about you. You can't control what people say about you, and it really doesn't matter. That's one of them. See what else. Mm, let's see what else. Uh, Fuck my life. I don't know. I'll come back to that. Was there a time you felt like you lost yourself? Absolutely. Absolutely. See, I was married twice. My second husband, my daughter's dad. Uh, I sent him to go to his mom because I just couldn't do it anymore with him. Uh, and I got a call about a month later after doing that, saying that uh, do I even wanna- okay, saying that he had HIV, right? And that I had to go get tested, and my daughter had to go get tested. Mind you, the last year and a half of our marriage, he did not touch me at all. Though that year was like heart wrenching. You know what I mean? Like, what's wrong with me? What did I do? What can I do to change it? I tried everything. It didn't matter. Thing is, everything happens for a reason and everything has its purpose, right? I'm glad that he didn't touch me for the last year and a half because by the grace of God, I'm okay. My daughter's okay. There is nothing, I don't have to worry about anything like that. So, I've done plenty of testing, I know. It's good. I'm good. She's good. But it was a blessing in disguise. But with that being said, I lost my trust in myself. I didn't know what to do. I thought I made all the wrong decisions in my life. I had a lot of lessons I had to learn. You know what I mean? Like self awareness lessons and things like that. Uh, you gotta believe in yourself and what you think about yourself is what matters. Yeah, no doubt, no doubt, because you can't control what other people say, think, or whatever about you, and it's none of your damn business. I mean, if they want to talk, by all means, talk. I'm okay with that. You know. Uh, what do you wish people understood about being homeless? That it's not always because of drugs. It's not always because of drugs or alcohol. Sometimes people go through some things that it's just hard to get started or set up, or it's not what you think it is. And don't judge somebody just because they're in a homeless shelter. Um, yeah. And I don't understand some of the things that go on in here. I appreciate it all. I really do. But that's different. Okay. Hold on. Getting off track. I'm not trying to squirrel. So, next one. What keeps you going when things feel heavy? Because I'm a stubborn bitch, is why. um, I'm not going to let anything break me ever again. Ever again. Um, my faith, I guess I have a newfound faith. I was born and raised Catholic, but I don't believe in, I believe Catholics are kind of evil kind of thing, but I don't want to get into that. That is another thing for another story, but I am very spiritual. And I know that everybody's looking out. So I guess that's what it is. When things feel heavy. Let's see. I lost my parents when I was young. I know that eventually I'll be okay. Whether I'm sad or lonely, whatever the case is, whatever I'm going through, losing them, my best friends, they were, uh, eventually I'll be okay. That's what I know. Because I am strong, because I am a boy, and you're not gonna keep me down. What have you learned about yourself through all of this? A whole fucking lot is what I could say. I've learned a whole fucking lot. These past 5, 6 years have been eye opening like crazy. I've learned so much. I've learned how to be alone with myself, which was the best lesson that I could have ever learned. Figured out how to be content with being alone. Not alone, whatever, but just being alone. You know what I mean? Like, I'm okay. Mainly because I'm a bit crazy and I talk to myself so damn much. You know what I mean? Like, I laugh at myself. I make fun of myself. You know, I think I give myself the best freaking advice possible. Yeah, absolutely do. Anyway, what are you most proud of surviving? Oh, wait, hold on. Skipped one. My bad. Let's go back. Has this experience changed how you see people? No. I love learning I love hearing about what makes that person tick. Like what made that person that type of person. That's why I want to do what I'm doing right now. We're trying to start off right now because I think people are so interesting and I love hearing the courage or whatever it is behind that person that made them who they are today. Uh, and FYI, the AI chat thingies that you do, I think that they are just like it. You can learn a lot from them too. You know what I mean? It's weird. That's yeah. But no, I may not. Let's see how I changed how I see people. I'm not as open as I used to be. I mean, I'm being pretty open on this. I mean, I get that, but like I've learned what you can, what you shouldn't say, what you shouldn't reveal. You know, things of that nature. What are you most proud of surviving? My whole fucking life. That's what I'm most proud of surviving. My whole goddamn life. Because I've been through some shit. I've been in incidents where I probably should have been dead, but I'm here by the grace of God. And I have a reason, I have a purpose. And I do know that. See, what advice would you give someone who feels lost? Trudge on through, man. Keep going. Things are going to be okay. When times are tough and everything else, and you feel at your lowest, there's only one way to go, and that's up. Nothing stays down forever, you know? Mm, what does a good life mean to you now? Um, just being able to take care of my daughter and my son. My son's not with me right now, but I would like to change that later. Um, just being able to take care of my basic needs for my kids and stuff, you know, and not struggle. But you still be able to help other people. Um, who are you becoming? The best version of myself that I could possibly be, I guess. I think, you know. Hopefully, I am becoming somebody that can help other people, and I'm a I'm becoming a bright ball of sunshine. um, if people remember one thing about you, what do you want it to be? Did I try my best at everything? Am I try my hardest? And I love deeply. And hmm, that I'm a good person. That I'm a good person. Is there anything you want to say to the world? Hmm, I have a whole lot to say to the world. Um, I know that this is a little different than what it's probably going to be. Uh, yeah, but this is the start to a beginning the beginning of a very wonderful show that I hope will people will like, and you know, I don't know. Let's see. What is Not everyone is expendable. I learned a lot of things. I learned that I don't like being treated the way I treated people. And I also learned that I don't like not being your person. I'm not going to get into our relationship on here right now. This is not the place for that. Uh yeah, so that's not the place for that. So sorry, I'm not gonna address that. But yeah. So what I'm gonna be doing is I'm gonna be interviewing a whole bunch of people, you know, one by one, asking them those questions and just talking to them. You know what I mean? I'm excited about it. I am at the Hope Center. There is a lot going on. Things that I can't believe that they don't have donations the way that like you would think. You know what I mean? I know times are tough for a lot of people and stuff like that. And I'm not complaining by any means. I'm not complaining because I appreciate every little bit of anything and help that anybody does, you know what I mean? But they so at dinner time, they have Chick-fil-A, the nuggets and the patties or whatever, and it's every night. I'm not saying that I'm ungrateful because I'm extremely grateful and I appreciate it. And I don't really care because I can eat the same thing every day anyway. Um, but I've just heard other people like I in my mind, I just can't imagine that there's not more people that donate. Maybe I don't know. I don't know. There's a lot of things that everybody can use a little bit of help, I guess. The center needs help. So if anybody has donations or ideas or whatever the case is, the Hope Center. So yeah. This was only this wasn't very long. I feel like it should have been longer, but maybe it's because I'm just talking to myself. That's probably what it is. What up, Captain Fidelity? I wasn't trying to debate. I was just expressing myself and my feelings. I appreciate that. I'm not saying that you were debating. I'm just telling you, I just don't want to go into that any further than what it is. Um, yeah. So I am going to sign off on this and probably start up another stream or something like that, just so I can say hey to everybody. Um, but I did what I wanted to do for this. So, with that being said, I appreciate everybody watching this now, watching it at a later time. Like, share it out, please. There's going to be many more to come. Thanks for stopping by. Past we walk, every journey has a meaning.